once again to Slime Isekai Memories. Today, we are here continuing Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in Tempest? Part 1/Part 2. Today we will be doing Part 2 and seeing how this adventure continues. So we've been seeing a bunch of little events about some things that the Danmachi crew has done while in Tempest. So I don't know if here they're gonna actually have a proper introduction to Tempest, or if a new problem is gonna come up. Tempest Return, Part 1. It seems like this part might continue on to where Part 1 left off, when they actually return to Tempest. Great Rimuru, you're safe! So yeah, this seems to be right after Part 1. Like, I'm trying to remember, what was the last thing that happened in Part 1? I think it was just everyone in the Danmachi crew being blown away that there were monsters everywhere. And that Rimuru was saying, oh, we'll treat you like royal guest or something like that. Hey, Vesta! As you can see, I'm totally fine. Judging by how worried you were for my safety just now, you're aware that something went wrong, right? Well, I'm glad you're safe too. I just happened outside when danger struck. And after that, I wasn't able to enter the dungeon or make contact with you, Great Rimuru. All I could do was investigate from the outside. I see. Let's discuss what we both saw and heard later. Understood. By the way, who are those people? I'll tell you more about them later, but I met them in the dungeon. They'll be staying here as our guest. It seems that this whole thing was a result of something happening between our dungeon and the dungeon in their world. Oh my! Belle, I'm gonna go talk with them for a little while. But before that, can I ask you something a bit private? You know, I can't help but notice that Ryu and Aiz haven't let their guard down ever since we made it to the surface. This is so weird, you never get to see their full models. And it's kind of low quality in a way, because I don't think you're supposed to see these low quality models like this high fidelity in such a big screen. But it is kind of nice to actually see their entire bodies instead of just a half body. Is that because we're so diverse? Yes. It's surprising to see so many monsters here. So things really are different in your world, huh? Yes, there's some monsters we can communicate with, but they're very rare. Most of the monsters we encounter are our enemies. That's why I think they're holding back, out of respect for you, Rimuru. But it doesn't seem to bother you, Belle. No. Me and the goddess are a bit different. I want to know, has Hestia met the monsters in Season 4 and 5? Because I know why Belle is so chill with monsters, but I don't remember Hestia, like, ever communicating or doing anything. So she must have met them later on, or she just trusts Belle's intuition of that these are good monsters. Actually, we had a bit of a discussion before you guys came, Rimuru. Some of us weren't sure if we should save Miss Shuna and Miss Soka. I'm pretty sure that discussion was in one of the littler events. Maybe in the Danmachi or Is It Wrong to Pick Up a Girl's collaboration special quest, where we kind of saw their conversation. But I don't remember it being before they saved. I think it was after, when they were barely discovering that they were monsters. In the end, they trusted my judgment, but I don't think it was easy for them to accept it. I see. I'll keep that in mind. I hope our otherworlders will eventually open up to us, but it's probably gonna take a little while. For the time being, I ought to limit contact with them to just those who resemble humans. I want to be considerate of our guest, after all. Thank you very much. Alright, you guys can basically spend your time here however you wish. Shuna, I want you and a couple of others to show them around town so they know where things are. Yes, certainly. What a town! After we get to know this town a little, do you want to go on an otherworldly date with me, Belle? A date?! What is it, Miss Eyes? I smell something nice coming from over there. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. Wait, Miss Eyes! You're going to get lost! Belle, why would you turn to her when I'm right here? Ugh. Goddess! I'm so hungry. Hehe. Great Rimuru is very particular when it comes to food, so you can definitely look forward to it. Yeah, that sounds promising. However, I have been instructed by Great Rimuru to have everyone take a bath and ease their fatigue first. This is the inn where you will be staying. We will have a meal prepared for you by the time you return from the bath. I want to ask Miss Soka some things about this world, so I'll take my bath later. Oh, okay. Thank you for everything. Well, I was told that the hot spring was this way, but I feel like I've walked quite a bit now. Maybe I passed it by. Oh, I can see steam. I guess it's here. Woo! Huh? Belle! Alright, let's get a good look at this picture. Wow! This is a really good picture. A few things I'm confused about. Why is Gabata's portrait in here? Is he hiding somewhere? Is he in Ryu's shadow? Because that's the only place I could think that he's hiding. Like, maybe he's up in the trees. And Gabata is a perv, so I think he would be jealous if another guy got to see in the women's restroom or in the women's bathhouse. But this is very cute. You see all the little... I don't know what those are, like gels or little soap Rimarus. And then you see a bunch of the Rimarus on the little towels, which are very cute. Also, I'm trying to remember, because I think there are some bath scenes in Danmachi, but it's been such a long time since I watched. But I don't remember if this is their hairstyle whenever they go take a bath. But this is kind of weird to me that you would change your hairstyle when going to go take a bath or shower. Like, isn't it part of the objective to clean your hair? So why are you kind of like wrapping it up? But it is very cute to see Hestia have, I don't even know what that is. Ponytails? Or... Yeah, I don't even know what kind of hairstyle that is. But it is cute to see Eyes have buns. And then there's Ryu, just kind of embarrassed, being like, I can't believe he made this blunder and got into the girls' bathhouse. Why are you in the women's bath? Goddess! Miss Eyes! Why? Where is Ryu? Like, is she in the bathhouse having a conversation with the other girls? Like, if you think she wasn't having a bath, wouldn't she be outside? Like, not exactly guarding, but waiting outside for the other girls to be done. Oh! A fork in the road. I wonder what the sign there says. What's the matter? Oh, sorry. I was just looking for the hot spring. Rimuru told me I could take a bath. Ah, so you're Great Rimuru's guest. In that case, please go straight down. She never mentioned that it was the men's bath. Wait, did she mistake me for a girl? Okay, that's actually pretty funny. I don't ever remember in Danmachi people ever mistaking Bell for a girl. I remember them calling him a handsome guy or a cute guy, but I don't think anyone in that series ever mistaken him for a girl. So that is kind of funny that Shion, as oblivious as she is, I don't think that's something that she would usually mistake someone. Plus, she heard his voice. Did she think he was faking that voice? Explain yourself, Belle. Even when you've got someone like me, you still march in just to catch a glimpse of a naked Wallen what's-it? It's not what you think! You see... I'm sorry! Hey! Don't run away, Belle! I came to see what all the ruckus was about, but geez. Okay, so Ryu wasn't even in here to begin with, so I guess she was waiting outside, but somehow Belle passed her and went into the women's bathhouse without her noticing, and then she came to check all this out. Pant, I messed up. I'm surprised he had time to get all of his armor on and still run away. Ugh! Great Rimuru told me to stay in the background and not stand out, but I can't let this slide! How dare you get to have such a good time! Huh? No, it's not like that! It's not like what? It was an accident! An accident! You didn't see anything? Well... Gah! Sit your butt down right there! I'm gonna teach you a lesson for keeping all that fun to yourself! What? I'm sorry! Interesting. So, Gabata's gonna beat him because he got to get a little peep show, but Gabata didn't. Like, I'm guessing what a low profile is for Gabata was that he's just watching them? I'm guessing Rimuru just put security on these guys. One, just in case Ryu or Eyes, I guess, starts attacking other monsters. And two, to protect them if any of the other monsters try and attack them or any confrontations start, so security can break them up. Challengers, Part 1. I wonder who's here gonna want to challenge the Danmachi team, or who from the Danmachi team is gonna want to challenge someone else. I could imagine Ryu wanting to challenge Soka, since she was impressed by her skills. The following day, so is Gabata gonna get reprimanded for attacking Belle? Or is Belle going to be reprimanded for getting a peek at the girls? First of all, I want to thank you guys for handling this situation so well. Regarding Belle's hot spring incident... Whoa! Rimuru! So yeah, they are already mentioning it. I thought they were just gonna pass that over and not talk about it, but I'm glad Rimuru heard about it and he's bringing it up in their meeting. Don't worry, I've already given Gabata a stern lesson for making such a scene. I wish you hadn't brought it up. Anyway, the good news is that Vesta was able to gather information about what was happening while we were inside. Thanks to that, we now have accounts from both inside and outside of the dungeon. Thank you for such kind words. From what I know, no one noticed any changes from the outside. In other words, it appears that the physical scale of the dungeon has not changed. So it seems that only the internal structure has changed for the time being. But here's the important point. The anomalies are still happening. It appears to be undergoing transformations through absorbing an unknown energy from the outside. Probably from your world, Belle. If our two different worlds continue to merge completely, or collide, there's a possibility that, at worst, something catastrophic may happen. Something catastrophic, you say? The scale of that would, at the very least, be enough to wipe out all of Tempest. At the very least? That's why it's crucial that we do something about it. If only I could regain control of it, I'd be able to fix it all on my own. This all happened because a rift in space-time appeared on the 100th floor. That's what we need to somehow resolve. Our two worlds could push and pull against one another and cause an immensely destructive instability. And when that escalates, it will turn catastrophic. On top of that, our worlds could continue to collide, causing further destruction in the process. Fortunately, the dungeon is still acting as a safety net, keeping things safe on the surface. So the real crisis will only come if the dungeon is destroyed. That's why I'm saying that Tempest will be wiped out, at the very least. Okay, because it is a little confusing to think about. Like, both of them are either merging, colliding, or doing something else? Because that's how magical beasts are being created. Because the two dungeons are kind of merging, and somehow the Tempest dungeon is becoming self-sufficient, kind of like the Danmachi dungeon. But yet they're also colliding with each other, destroying the walls or structures inside both dungeons, I guess. But wouldn't there be a lot more adventurers coming over to the Tempest dungeon? Considering the Danmachi dungeon is kind of like a public dungeon, and hundreds if not thousands of adventurers always go in. Wow, you understand the situation so well! How very impressive, great Rimuru. Actually, I just had Raphael perform an analysis after I read your report, Vesta. And so, we'll need to stabilize the rift in space-time, but to do so, we'll need to venture down there in person. Importantly, we'll need Hestia and the other worlders to come with us. Me as well. I hate to admit it, but just so you know, I can't fight. In order to stabilize the rift between our worlds, we'll need your help. You are a goddess, Hestia. Help? Me? What do you want me to do? You just have to be with us. That's all. I'll handle the difficult part of controlling the dungeon. So we're gonna synchronize Hestia's knowledge and analyze it, right? I'll have to totally rely on you, Raphael. Synchronize Hestia's knowledge and analyze it, right? What does that even mean? Are they planning to eat Hestia so they can figure out everything she knows? Or is she just going to be explaining everything about the dungeon and then they're gonna analyze all that data she says? But in order to do so, we'll have to be there, at the spot, you see. We need the energy from both our worlds to resonate. Is what Raphael told me. I mean, I don't expect them to understand it at all, since I don't either. I didn't understand any of that. Yeah, I thought so. However, given the current situation, I think it's best we go with your plan, since this is your world, Rimuru. But isn't there some other way? I think that it's too dangerous to take the goddess down there again. Okay, I understand. I don't mind. I'll go with you. Goddess! Yeah, if she's already went down one time, she can go down again. So we're not gonna really see them interact with the people of Tempest. Only people we really got to see the Danmachi people get to interact with was Shion a little bit with Belle, and Gawata, and now Vesta. And I guess Shuna's possibly going down too? Because it seems like they only have a few characters they're going to interact with the entirety of this event, that they're keeping it pretty small. Vesta's a little bit of a weird choice to choose, since he's the most normal guy in, I think, all of the Tempest cast. Belle, I'm really glad that you care for me. After all, I am the weakest and most unreliable among us here. But you know what, Belle? We have Wallen Whatsit and Miss Elf by our side. They're also trying to get back home. This is just kind of hilarious. These two just kind of allow the insults to just happen and aren't really speaking up. They're actually smiling. And this is supposed to be a heartfelt moment where Hestia is allowing these two to join them and be helpful. And she's still here kind of mocking them by saying Wallen Whatsit and Miss Elf. Like, they both have names. Belle has said their names plenty of times. And look at all these trustworthy allies around us. Those who are trying to save their town and help us get back to our world. Let's get back to Aurorio together. Yes, we had better get back soon, or else I'm really going to hear about it from Mamma Mia. Don't take it all on yourself. I'm surrounded by all these incredible people. I'll be fine. Oh. Besides, you'll save me if my life's ever at risk, right? Certainly. Alright, it's decided then. Thanks. But remember, the dungeon's become a totally unknown realm by now. And we're gonna have to dash all the way down to the 100th floor. I won't lie, it'll be extremely dangerous. But also remember this. You've got Tempest's finest elites beside you. So just focus on trying to get home, okay? The entrance has been sealed ever since we got out. But it's time to open it. Looks like it was waiting for us. Let's do this! I'll take the lead. So, I'm guessing it's just Rimuru, Shuna, and I'm not entirely sure if that was Soka also by his side. Because I guess it's everyone that was already inside the dungeon when they all originally met. Yeah, it is super disappointing. We didn't get to see more characters interact. Like, the little side events kind of help fill in the blanks to see, like, some more nice stuff that the characters did in this, like, little two-part in the beginning of part 2. It filled in just a tiny bits of gaps. Like, the Ryu event is where they spent some time, I'm guessing, right after this, like, during the Tempest return, in, like, that 1 or 2 days that they were just chilling in Tempest. But the other event was kind of a continuation slash, like, fill in the blank of part 1, like, during that first cutscene, their first meeting. Like, I'm super disappointed we didn't get to see the Danmachi crew interact with any more of the executives. Like, I would have loved to see Ryu's thoughts on Soy, considering, like, she's a very stealthy fighter, and considering Soy is the better version of Soka when it comes to all the things that she does, like fighting or using stealth to hide her presence. I think she would have been interested in Soy. And I don't know who's the best fighter with swords in all of Tempest, but I'm guessing it would be Benimaru or even Shion that Eyes would have wanted to fight or train with. Run through, charge in, part 1. Alright, we got rid of the magical beast near the entrance. Now, let's get investigating. Mission Squad, are you ready? Understood. Okay, so they did bring in some other guys aside from Shuna. Always. I shall accompany you. So I guess they just brought all the Oni. Ho ho ho! I can't hardly wait. This is a little bit of a weird line. I can't hardly wait. Shouldn't it be, I can hardly wait? Or, I can't wait? Because it seems a little weird to put can't and hardly together. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone use that, but I've seen the other 2 versions of this sentence. Let's do this! We'll have Ryu and Soka scout ahead first. We'll proceed after they report back. Bell, I want you guys to stay behind us, and let me know if there's anything we might have missed. Understood. The second floor. Great Rimuru, we found a path leading downstairs. However, there are a lot of enemies on the way, so please be careful. Roger that. Fifth floor. Look at this, Mr. Cranell. Wow! Is that a pitfall trap? We would have been done for if we had kept going. Ryu was the one who spotted it. We can't go this way. We'll have to take a detour. Rimuru, where does the pit lead to? Well, the pit penetrates through the floor, so even if you withstand the fall, you'll just end up on a more difficult floor. I once had no choice but to go down one. It sure was difficult getting back up. Oh, is that so? Well, this time, we're trying to go down as quickly as possible, so dropping down shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't it? "32nd floor. So I'm a little confused there. So did Rimuru jump down? And because he's essentially immortal or invincible, he wouldn't die from the fall. But how does everyone else get down? I guess Soka has wings, and that most of the other Oni have the agility to be able to get down. So they probably carried someone down. Like someone carried Bell, someone carried Eyes, and someone carried Ryu. It's gone so quickly! Who would have thought we could use the pitfalls to our advantage? So yeah, I'm guessing this is right after they jumped in. So they've gone from 5 to 32, 27 floors down, and none of them died or got hurt. So I am guessing that the Oni or slime people are carrying the others down, because that's the only way. I'm pretty sure none of the Danmachi people have superhuman strength. Like, they are superhuman in some ways, but I don't think they'd be able to survive that fall. Well, actually, I just remembered that someone once did that to get through the floors. I'm pretty sure this is a callback to Season 3. Back in the tournament? The Elf Girl's team. I can't remember what her name is, but she's Rimuru's friend and is the princess or daughter of the Duke Herald. I think her team jumped down one of the pitfalls to get down faster. But the enemies are getting stronger and stronger. It's not going to be easy. You're right. And guess what? We're still far from our destination. 51st floor. Pant, pant. Wait a minute. Are they running? Or are they actually going down the pitfalls? Because why is Hestia tired? Like, I guess through most of the regular floors they are just trying to run through. But I feel like someone should just be carrying her if she's like the weakest person. Ryu and Eyes have even offered to carry her. And Bell can also carry her. or one of the other Onis.
大丈夫ですか?
Are you alright, Lady Hestia?
これ以上無理するのはまずいな。
We shouldn't push her any
一旦こ
further.
こでキャンプしよう。
Okay, let's set up camp here for now.
じゃあ交代で見張りを。
Then we'll need to take turns keeping watch.
ああ、俺が
Huh?
見張ってるから。
Don't worry,
みんなは
I'll
休んでいい
keep
ぞ。
watch, so you guys can rest.
え?
Huh?
それは悪いですよ。
But that would be
交
unfair.
代で。
We should take turns.
俺は体質的に
My
寝なくて
body
も
doesn't
平気だから
require
さ。
sleep, so
い
don't
いから
worry about
休んで
me.
くれよ。
Just get
回
some
復
rest.
したらまた頑張
I'll
って
need
も
you
らう
guys
か
to
らさ。
recover so that we can keep going tomorrow. Okay.
わかりました。
しかし、
It feels like things are going almost too smoothly.
うん。
Yeah,
君が悪い
it
から
feels eerie. We wouldn't have gotten this far down this soon in the dungeon we
こん
know.
なところまで来られない。そうなのか。
Is that so?
確かにこの前
But
脱
you
出
know,
した時より
it does
変化
feel
が
like we're
遅い
seeing
っていう
slower
か、
changes than when
何
we
かが
escaped.
変化を抑え込んでる
It's as
みたい
if something's
だな。
suppressing it from changing.
なーに、
Well,
こういう時
I
は
say
運が
we
良
should
かった
just
ってこと
appreciate
を
our
噛み
good
締めれ
luck.
ばいいのさ。そうだ
I
と
hope
いい
that's
けど。
what it is. 95th floor. Like they are just shredding through these floors.
もうそろそろだな。
We're almost there.
神様。
Are you alright, goddess?
ああ、
I'm
休憩
fine.
したから平
I've
気だ
had
よ。
my rest.
けど、
But it sure has been a
さす
tough
がに厳
journey.
しい道のりだね。
はい。
Yes,
敵も恐ろ
the
しく強
enemies
く
are terrifyingly strong, and we can't spare to let our guard down.
ベルはよくやってる。
But you're doing great, Belle.
それに、リムルさん
Just
は
look at how Rimuru and his party haven't even broken a sweat. Their abilities are immeasurable.
計り知れない。
I just love all the glaze that Danmachi people have been giving the Tempest people. I don't know if this is technically the slime people glazing themselves, considering this is their game, and I'm guessing it's their writing staff writing for the Danmachi people. So they're just kind of complimenting themselves by using the Danmachi characters. Or if this is somehow saying, oh, look at how much stronger that slime characters are than Danmachi characters. Because I felt like we haven't heard Aiz or Ryu or Belle really do anything, while it's only been the Oni that been destroying the enemies all throughout this event. Like in part 1, yeah, Belle, Aiz, and Ryu were doing a lot of the work since it was just them and Sokka. But here, it just feels like they have been put in the back just so none of them interfere with the main fighters.
アイズさんの訓練のおかげで
It's all thanks to your training, Miss Aiz.
みんな顔に出して
It
な
may
いだ
not
けで
show on their
疲れが溜まっ
faces,
てるはずだ。
but they must be pretty
こ
exhausted.
こから最後の3箇
Let's
所
just hope that we'll make it safely down to the final 3 floors. 98th floor. This one looks like trouble.
またか。
Again? Notice, the contamination from the other world has further increased. The tremors are getting stronger.
どういうことだ。
What do you mean? Answer. There is a high probability that the contamination will exceed the limits of the dungeon itself, leading to massive destruction.
タイムリミットが近
So
いってこと
time's
だ。
almost up, huh?
ダンジョン
The
という
dungeon's
謎が
acting like a
被害が
container,
外に及んだら
and if it breaks and the contamination spreads to the surface, it'll be beyond our control.
あと少しだっていうのに。
Just when we're so close.
どうする。ここ
What
で
do we
全員
do?
で戦えばなんとかなるだろうが。
If we all took the things on together, we could probably defeat it, but we're running out of time. I'll draw its attention. Everyone with Rimuru, please go on ahead. No, I can handle it on my own. Are they all trying to do a sacrifice to hold off the creatures while everyone else proceeds forward? I can fight too. Mr. Crenell, I trust you to lead us back home. Alright, I'm counting on you. Now, we don't have to worry about any friendly fire. I won't have to hold back. Heh. I'm glad you think so too. Just don't go getting hit by any of my attacks, okay? You see, this is the interaction I wanted to see. These two that think they're on entirely different levels. Now, Ryu, I don't think is on Soi's level, but at least she has the confidence to think that she is. Because she is a pretty strong fighter in her own right. Like, I'm guessing it's just Hestia, Bell, and Rimuru that went on ahead. So where is Eyes? Did she stay with them? Or did she go with Rimuru? I'll make sure you guys land your combination attack. Like I said, I can handle it on my own. 99th floor. Well, it's no surprise that we're being greeted by such a strong monster. After all, we're almost at the final floor. This calls for me. Hell Flare! Oh yeah, so Benimaru was one of the people that didn't volunteer to fight on the 98th floor. So I'm guessing Shuna is still here as well. And Benimaru. If not, Eyes as well. What? It hardly did any damage! The world seems to be more deeply merged in this area. We might not be able to defeat it using just one world's magic. Belle, you go ahead. I'll finish it quickly and meet back up with you. Then I shall stay as well. It wouldn't be fair to only make the young people do all the hard work. Great Rimuru, I'll stay here too. I'm sure the four of us will be able to manage. Thank you! Alright, I'll leave it to you guys. The 100th floor. Pant. So this is the 100th floor. Are you alright, goddess? Pant. We finally made it. Where's the rift between our worlds? Wait, what? There's someone by the rift. I wonder who this could be. This mysterious silhouette. Veldora? Hey! If it isn't Rimuru! When the world is going on! So I guess it does make sense why Veldora is here. Since any time that they're supposed to use the dungeon, Veldora needs to be here so he can release his magicules into the dungeon, and that creates monsters. And he is the 100th floor boss or floor guardian. So it is understandable why he's here, because if this portal appeared on the 100th floor, he would see it. So I'm guessing Rimuru and Ramorous forgot all about Veldora and left them at the very top of the dungeon, and didn't tell him to come along with them so he could help them defeat the monsters as they escaped. And I guess he's been up here fighting the rift or fighting the monsters. I woke up to all this chaos, and I've been trying to restrain it. But I'm starting to get tired. Oh yeah, I hadn't seen you around in a while. It's crazy how you've been preventing the rift in space-time from spreading just with your bare hands. Anyway, great job. Keep it up for a little longer. Huh? But I'm getting a bit tired. Come on, please. This is nothing for you. Right, Veldora? He's relying on me. Then I guess I'll have to grin and bear it. Of course. Whoa! That's Veldora for you. Now we just have to stabilize the rift while he's restraining it. Rimuru, wait! There's something! Whoa! It's huge! 2 Veldoras. So yeah, it's just Hestia, Rimuru, and Belle. And I guess Veldora too, but he's a little too preoccupied with the portal. So is the evil Veldora gonna try and attack the regular Veldora holding back the portal? 'Cause I'm guessing this is a creation of the portal or dungeon. Is that Veldora? But he's over there! Also, it's a little weird that these guys aren't questioning who Veldora is. And are they gonna say anything about his dragon form? And being like, what? He's a dragon? But he looks like a human. This is pretty amazing art. I do love it. A lot is going on, but it's not too cluttered. Notice, I assume that is an energy-based entity, copied from the individual Veldora Tempest after a prolonged period of direct contact. How's that possible? It's as if the rift has its own will. Answer. It exhibits no sign of possessing a will. It seems to have incorporated the ability to generate monsters that the dungeon in Aurorio possesses. And that's due to the merging of dungeons, huh? This is not good! Wow, I would expect a reveal like this of it creating a Veldora clone to be something of the last cutscene, or at least second to last, of the final battle. But this doesn't even seem like the final battle, and we're already fighting a final boss-like enemy. Yeah, we're already fighting a Veldora. Also, I love this camera angle of when the enemy's actually larger. So there's probably going to be some kind of transformation with this Veldora, or we're going to have to fight a lot more Veldoras. Because no way that's the end of it. Something is going to happen to extend this battle. Mortal Kombat! If they would have used the K, that would have been copyright infringement. Yes! The enemy's gone down! Quickly! Bind it! Ryu! Do your thing! We'll combine our attacks. Let the light of Stardust occupy me and strike my enemy, Luminous Wind. I'm striking it. We did it. But I'm mentally exhausted. You've got it from here, Mr. Crenell and Rimuru. This time, for sure! Maximum firepower! Let's do this, brother! I'm borrowing your fire, young master and prince! Awaken! Little Rafaga! Wow, it's strong! But that's to be expected of my imitator. Now's no time to be impressed! This thing is serious business! We can't get close! Miss Eyes and Miss Ryu aren't here yet. They must be fighting for their lives. That's why I can't rely on anyone else. I have to do this myself. It would be too reckless for us to try tackling it head-on. What do we do? And so I guess Bell's just gonna tackle it head-on like he always does. I guess we have no choice but to keep chipping away at it. What is it now? Notice, due to the increase of energy flowing in from another world, the rift in space-time is becoming even more unstable. We barely got any time left! With an enemy so strong, this is gonna be tough! Notice, the enemy is sustaining its structure with the energy from the rift in space-time. That means... if we can somehow contain the rift first, we'd be able to stop that thing, right? Raphael, is there anything we can do from here? Notice, synchronizing Hestia's key factors, starting analysis, and stabilization of the rift in space-time that leads to another world. Yikes! It knows what we're trying to do! Bell, take Hestia and evacuate to the higher floors! No, I'm staying here. Huh? Goddess! Not so fast! Goddess! Why would you want to stay? Just to double check. You need me here, right? Well... Answer. What the individual Hestia is saying is correct. That's right, Hestia, but... imagine my embarrassment if I had said no. Bell? Well, and what's it? Miss Elf and the others, they're all putting their lives on the line so that we could be here. I am a little confused. What even is her part? Like, what does she need to do? What are her key factors? Because they really don't explain this well. Synchronizing Hestia's key factors, starting analysis. Like, are they siphoning her energy to somehow close the portal? Like, why does she need to be here aside from this is how she gets home as well? How could I evacuate somewhere safe while everyone else stays behind? I could never do something like that.
だけど
But
大丈夫さ。
don't worry, Belle.
君が乗り越えてきた苦難と困
No
難
one knows about the hardships you've overcome more than me.
それに言っただろ
Besides,
僕は
you
守
told
って
me
くれ
you
るから
protect me. Certainly, Goddess!
はい神様そうだ
I'm not going to rely on anyone. That's right. A hero carves their own path. Yeah! Nice one, Belle! Take that! Don't forget about me, fake Veldora! Leave the rift to us! Rimuru, my sworn friend! Let's show them our powers! You bet! Notice, stabilization underway. Yes, it's starting to weaken. Guys, let's trample it. Okay, I've got this. What? Belle's glowing. I do not know what this power-up is from Belle. Like, I'm not sure if this is a level-up thing or something else. Because this reminds me of the level-up that he gets from the Fox Girl. But I'm not entirely sure if this is related to that. In powering him up. Alright, so this is the final battle, and then we'll see what the epilogue's all about. If they return home right after this, or if they don't return home until the Predator battle. Okay, so we're just fighting the Veldora again. That's a little disappointing. I was really hoping the Veldora would transform. He's increasing his defense, but it's useless in the end. Alright, let's see how this all ends. How we close the portal and defeat this Veldora. Belle Crenel, Adventurer. Notice, due to the intense battle, the connection with the rift in space-time has become unstable. The individual, Hestia, will need to get closer. Damn it! That's too dangerous! Belle, we need to somehow get Hestia closer to the rift! What? Let's go, Belle. Don't worry. I know that I'm safe with you. Run! Here we go! Goddess! Not so fast, Fakey! You're up against me! The two of them got through! Maybe my presence is slowing down the flow of power. Now's our chance! Bell! Gotcha! Let's go, Bell! Right! I won't let you! Swallow it up! Beelzebub! Is it trying to escape? What is he trying not to let it do? Or is it trying to attack Bell and Hestia? The path is cleared! Bell! Let's go! He stabbed it with his dagger! But Bell, you're not gonna be able to move! Okay, I'm super confused, so did he kill it, or is it not dead yet? Why would Rimuru be concerned that Bell is not gonna be able to move? Like, how is he not able to move after he has stabbed the Veldora clone? Fire! Bolt! Whoa! He fired his magic directly into the beast! So, did he cut open the Veldora and then fire into that cut? Or did he somehow get near the mouth and fire into it? It's fading! Pant, pant. Goddess! I did it! Goddess! Yeah! I was watching! That's my Bell! Notice, the rift stabilization process is complete, commencing elimination of all otherworldly data within the labyrinth. Good! We should be safe now. Rimuru, can I let go now? Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, we're good now. Phew! That was pretty intense. I can't thank you enough, Veldora. Look! Rimuru! The scenery around us! It's rapidly changing! No! It's reverting back to the dungeon we know! It's still a completely unfamiliar dungeon to us. Is this what it actually was like? Yeah, this dungeon is our pride and joy. Rimuru! Hey, Ramirez! Wait, were you able to gain back control? Yep, I came here to tell you that. So what are you going to do? Are you going to send those guys back to their own world? Let's see. I'm guessing that it's gonna take a few more days for us to be able to completely take control of the rift. That being said, the rift is definitely connected to your world now. So you guys can go back anytime you want. What would you like to do? Belle, I think we should give ourselves a little bit of time before we head back. Yes, I agree. Huh? Why's that? Well, I'm sure we can go back now, but there's still a possibility that something might happen until it's fully stabilized. Right? In that case, I'd rather we wait a little longer. Besides, after everything you've done for us, it just doesn't feel right to leave the moment things are resolved. We'd like to at least do something to repay the favor first. You really don't have to go out of your way, you know. But hey, I appreciate the thought. Well, how about we regroup with everyone and head back to the surface? After that, we'll have a little rest, then celebrate our triumph with a big feast. Are you sure? Why not, Belle? We may as well join the feast since we've been invited. Haha! I'll have the whole nation join the celebration. Hope your stomachs are ready for it. You bet! Miss Eyes and Miss Ryu! I'm so glad you're safe! You're not seriously hurt, are you? We're totally fine. But Mr. Crenell, you on the other hand, why do you always have to be so reckless? Ah ha ha ha! Sorry. It really was a close call. Great work, my guest! Thank you. Belle, are you okay? Miss Eyes, yes, I'm totally fine. Noog. There you go, flirting like that again. But... you all did great. Yeah, you really did. Now let's head back to town and take a bath in the hot spring. Hot spring, huh? By the way, Rimuru, do you guys have co-ed baths? Co-ed? Wait, don't tell me you want to... Yep, I want to take a bath with Belle. Goddess! What's wrong with that? Or are you telling me that you sneaked into the bath earlier to take a peek at Wallin What's-It? I love how she just assumes that all he wants to look at is eyes. Like, what if he wanted to look at some other girls in the bath? But was it really just Hestia and Eyes that were just in the bath? No one else to get mad at him? Not at all! That was... Oh yeah! You never told us why the whole fiasco happened. Whoa! Hey now! We're all tired, so let's go back and get some rest! Come on! Please! Rimuru, lead the way! Haha! Let's not drag that back up. Alright guys, let's hit the hot spring and recover from all the dungeon crawling. Yeah! Alright, well, that seems like the end of the event. It ends without them heading back home. So I'm guessing there's gonna probably be an ending cutscene to this that shows the Danmachi characters heading home. Or it could possibly be in the Predator battle as well. But overall, I thought this was a pretty okay event. I really thought there was going to be more interactions between the characters of the Danmachi world and the Tempest world. There were some nice interactions like Soy and Ryu interacting, but most of the other interactions were just kind of general interactions. Like Hikaru talking with some of the Danmachi characters. Like, it really wasn't specific. And Benimaru didn't have any specific interactions. But Soka, Soy, and Ryu all had pretty nice interactions. Hestia and Shuna had some good interactions. And I guess also Bell and Shuna had some interactions, but that was in one of the smaller events. So it really doesn't count for this event. And Rimuru, I guess, had some interactions with Hestia and Bell, but not really with Ryu and Eyes. Because they kept their guard up the entire event, I'm guessing that's why they didn't talk too much. Because they didn't know whether to take the people of Tempest as their enemies or as friends until the very end. Even though technically after the first cutscene, it said that Ryu has softened or she respects Rimuru and will like now interact with him. But it didn't seem like her attitude changed at all during the event. She still had her guard up, or at least is very reserved, and so was Eyes. So yeah, that's my main complaint, that these two really didn't get as much to do, because they're supposed to be like the overpowered ones in the group, but they really didn't show off all that overpoweredness that they're supposed to do. And they really didn't have that many funny lines. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Slime Isekai Memories. Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in Tempest, Part 1/Part 2? And if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to follow me on all my social medias like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my DLive, my TikTok, my Kick, Rumble, Odyssey, and Patreon. And check out my second YouTube channel, and like and comment on all my videos, and even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do, where my streams, videos, or anything else. But yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Bye.